Hi, I'm Dr. Shel. Today I'd like to speak about something that a lot of people don't know about, and it's called yeast overgrowth. Some people refer to it as Candida overgrowth. They're both interchangeable and the same thing. What causes yeast overgrowth and what are the symptoms of yeast overgrowth? So do you feel like you might have things like constipation, bloating, gassiness, cramping, skin rashes, yeast infections, toenail fungus, recurring sinus infections, brain fog, fatigue? These are things that can be commonly associated with Candida or yeast overgrowth inside our bodies. What causes this, however, you might wonder? There are so many things that can cause it. Number one in the American diet is all the sugars and the processed foods that we continually are exposed to. Especially as we grow up in this American culture, we eat the foods like breads and the donuts and the processed foods and pizza and muffins and things that really literally have so much yeast and so much yeast feeding ingredients that it relates to our body in a negative way. The other thing is antibiotics. We are a pretty antibiotic happy culture, and when you put antibiotics in your body, it's going to not only kill the bad bacteria, but it's also going to kill the good bacteria, the healthy bacteria that keeps that yeast suppressed. So once that's gone, the yeast overgrows. So that's kind of what causes yeast overgrowth. But how do you know if you have yeast overgrowth? And that's where symptom checklists come in, as well as testing. So we have a way to actually test you, and it's a simple blood test which checks four things: IgA, which is your mucosal lining, IgG, your chronic exposure, IgM, your acute exposure, and immune complex to see if it's in your systemic system inside your body. Once you go through this testing, you're able to see if you indeed do have yeast overgrowth. Now, what do we do about it once we have it? Because we want to get rid of those symptoms that I mentioned earlier. Well, three things. You kill it, you starve it, you replace it. How do you kill it? They're natural products called intestinal support that you can find information on my website. There are other antifungals as well, like fluconazole, like nystatin, and it's really a customized process. How do you starve it? You go on a yeast-free diet. You eliminate everything from your diet that could potentially increase the yeast inside your diet, inside your gut, or is feeding the yeast so that it overgrows. And then you replace it. You replace it with healthy bacteria such as probiotics. But not all probiotics are made equal. So you need a medical grade probiotic. Again, you can find some information about that on my website. But you really want to feed your body with the healthy bacteria so that it can have the healthy gut that you need. So this is something that really speaks to you and something that you're considering, or the symptoms that you might be going through, give us a call. We'd be happy to help you, or go to my website, drshel.com, and we'd be happy to educate you further and see you for a complimentary consult.